Hello students, welcome to Chemistry World. This D block element, this is one of the BSc Chemistry second semester topic. Today we are going to discuss about these D block elements. Here these D block elements are those whose last electron that is starts filling in the d orbital. Those are called as the D block elements, and this D block is present in between the S and P block. Okay, this is the S block and this one is the P block. In between these two we are having D block elements. D block elements are present in between the S and P block. Already we know S block elements are showing the electropositive nature and P block elements are showing electronegative nature. In this one, in between these two D block elements is present, no? That's why these D block elements are called as transitional elements or transition metals. D block elements are called as transition metals or transition elements. We are calling these as a transition elements. Here these D block elements, the elements in which atomic ground state that is containing the highest energy electron in the d orbital. That's why we are calling these as a D block elements. And in this one, these transition metals, these are lying in between the S and P block, no? So this S block is having the electropositive nature and they form the ionic compounds. This one will form ionic compounds, and these P block elements, they will form covalent compounds. This is forming the covalent compounds and S block elements are forming the ionic compounds. And in between these two presence of these D block elements, they are showing the transitional properties. They are showing transitional properties. Okay, that's why we are calling these as a transitional metals. See here in this one, the element whose atom has an incomplete of d subshell or which can give rise to cation with an incompleted d subshell, those are called as a transition metals. Here I am writing an element whose atom has an incomplete d subshell or which can give rise to cation with an incomplete d subshell. An incomplete d subshell. Okay, these are called as a transition metals. D subshell is called transition metals. And these transition metals, by this definition we are calling the D block elements as a transitional metals. But by this definition, zinc, cadmium and mercury, these three are excluded from the transitional metals as they have electronic configuration that is electronic configuration that is n-1 d10 NS2. This is the electronic configuration of the D block elements, and the general electronic configuration of these D block elements, that is N-1 D 1 to 10 NS 1 to 2, and in this one this will be applicable only for first and second series. First and second series D block elements, and we are having a different electronic configuration, that is NS2 N-1 D 1 to 10 N-2 F 14. This configuration, this electronic configuration is used for third and fourth series elements. Okay, we are using two electronic configuration. One is for first and second series elements, and second electronic configuration, this one is used for third and fourth series elements. Now we will see the variable oxidation states of these D block elements. See one more thing, in this one we are having four series, that is 3D series, 4D series, 5D series and 6D series. Okay, we will see the variable oxidation states. Variable oxidation states of D block elements. Most of the D block elements, they are exhibiting a wide variety of oxidation states or variable valencies, that is because of the incomplete D subshell. Because of incomplete D subshell, they are exhibiting the variable oxidation states. And in this one, the variable oxidation states, that is due to availability of the both NS and N-1 D electrons. Okay, we are getting the different variable oxidation states, that is due to presence of both NS and N-1 D electrons in the formation of bonds. In the formation of bonds, and the number of outer S electrons, those are correspond to minimum oxidation state, while the sum of S and D electrons correspond to maximum oxidation state of complexes. See, these S orbital containing S electrons, outer S electrons, this is showing the minimum oxidation state, while both the sum of NS and D electrons correspond to the maximum oxidation state. Simply, S electrons are showing the minimum oxidation state, and D and S, sum of S and D, these two are showing the maximum oxidation state. Okay, and now we will see how these variable oxidation states are differing in the D block elements. The first one, that is the highest oxidation state increases with increasing atomic number in each group. Means in this one, from left to right, what is happening? The oxidation state is increasing. Whenever it is attaining the maximum value in the middle, it again decreases. For example, we will see the oxidation states of first row transition elements. Oxidation states of first row transition elements. First row transition elements like scandium to zinc. Okay, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. These are the first row transition elements or first row D block elements. See here the oxidation states from left to right. Whenever we are going, first the oxidation state that will be increasing. After that, whenever it is attaining the maximum oxidation state, again it will be decreases. See, oxidation states. Scandium, that is having the +2 and +3 oxidation states, and titanium, this is showing 2, 3 and 4. Before going to these oxidation states, we will see the electronic configuration of these elements. This scandium is having D1s2, D2s2, D3s2, D5s1, D5s2, D6s2, D7s2, D8s2, D10s1, D10s2. These are the outermost electronic configuration. 3D1 4s2, 3D2 4s2, 3D3 4s2, 3D5 4s1, 3D5 4s2, 3D6 4s2, 3D7 4s2, 3D8 4s2, 3D10 4s1, 3D10 4s2. These are the outer electronic configuration. Now we will see the oxidation states. Coming to vanadium, it is having the total 4 variable oxidation states: 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now chromium, in this chromium we are having +1 oxidation and it is exhibiting up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the oxidation states of the chromium. Coming to manganese, in this one it is showing the highest oxidation state, that is +7. In this also we are having the +2 oxidation state, +3, +4, +5, +6 and +7. These are the oxidation states of manganese. This is having the highest oxidation state, that is +7. Now it is attained the maximum oxidation state, then the remaining elements are going to decrease the oxidation states. Next one, iron. In this iron we are having +2 oxidation state, +3, +4, +5 and +6. This is the oxidation states of the iron. Coming to cobalt, +2, +3, +4, +5. To this nickel, +2, +3, +4. And to this copper we are having +1, +2, +3. Coming to zinc, it is having +2 and +3. This is the variable oxidation states of the first row transition elements. Okay. The elements present in the middle of the series near to exhibit the maximum number of oxidation states, that is manganese, and the element present in the beginning and at the end of the series have lower or fewer oxidation states. See, scandium is having only 2 oxidation states, and also zinc, it is also showing the +2 and +3 oxidation states. As the elements of first transition series suffer from loss of 4s electrons, these have common oxidation states of +2. See, all these elements are showing the +2 oxidation state. This is the common oxidation state for this first row transition elements. And these transition elements with lower oxidation states of plus 2 and plus 3, they will form the ionic bonds. On the other hand, whenever we are having plus 2 and plus 3 showing D block elements, those are forming the ionic bonds, and metals exhibiting higher oxidation state means more than 3, like plus 4, plus 5, plus 6. Whenever these are present in the elements, they are exhibiting the higher oxidation state, they will form the covalent bonds. See here, lower oxidation states like plus 2, plus 3, they are forming the ionic bonds. Higher oxidation states like plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, plus 7, those are forming the covalent bonds. And in this one, in total in the D block elements, one of the elements, those are showing the plus 8 as the highest oxidation state. This one is exhibited by the oxides of ruthenium and osmium. Oxides of ruthenium and osmium. These are showing the highest oxidation state, that is plus 8. And one more thing, in this one the oxidation states of transition metals differ by only 1 unit. This is about the variable oxidation states of D block elements. See, this is the notes of D block elements. Just you can write it in your notes. This will be helpful for your exam purpose. See, this is about total D block elements of the oxidation states. In the next video, we will continue this topic by using another method. Okay, if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, Chemistry World, that is.